I will not give one penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate. A vote to save American democracy. It was reported that an illegal alien, and you just, which makes me perhaps the most honest guy almost in the world.
More major malfunctions from the failed former president as he took the stage in Pennsylvania to say, well, pretty much nothing, rambling on about nonsense for an hour or so in a speech filled with glitches just like this one.
Is it crazy, really? Just this week, it was reported that an illegal alien, and you just look at this, what's happening.
To anyone who can decipher that, I will give you a small loan of $1 million. But for someone who likes to take the stage and talk about how Biden is unable to talk and walk, it sure seems like he's struggling with it more and more as the days go on. He's not even able to get out his xenophobia. What's he gonna do now? That's his only calling card.
I will not give one penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate.
Now, this is just insane. All studies link vaccine mandates to an uptake of children vaccinated and more of the population vaccinated to a decrease in infection rate for what's being vaccinated for, thus less kids being sick and less viruses being passed around at schools, something you would think everyone's on board for pro-life. I don't know. The fact that he's saying he would undo funding for schools who are going to go with the doctors and with all medical professionals on the matter and studies and empirical data just because politics is taking over the COVID issue is absolutely bonkers and just starts the slippery slope.
You know the other problem? We can't get the windmills. You know why? They're made in China. China says, don't worry about America. We'll give them. But wind doesn't work anyway. It's too expensive. It doesn't work. Kills all your birds. If you'd like to see a nice bird cemetery, walk under a windmill sometime.
This is the oldest and longest debunked lie in the book to try and go after climate change and green new energy initiatives. Trump can't even update his talking points. He's using the same ones from 2016. I don't know if he realizes they're not relevant anymore. Wind projects as a whole kill 0.3 birds if we round up, compared to 5.1 for fossil fuel projects if we round down. So you can see how the effect is not even close, not even kind of a conversation to be had. If he's that worried about birds and wildlife, he should be worried about climate change and, maybe not have rolled back more than 100 environmental policies to allow more oil drilling, more toxins in airways and around wildlife, like the birds. If you want to see a bird cemetery, check out the environmental protection list that Trump rolled back and the effects that it had on different wildlife species. But I'm sure windmills is where he would draw the line. That's his red line, so to speak. And it's not just big oil in his pocket.
As you know, a vote for Donald Trump is a vote to save America's future, a vote to save American democracy, and a vote to save American freedom.
It's almost like he's doing satire at this point. He actually tried to install fake electors to remove your vote from democracy and replace it with ones that would say that he won. He already has allowed states to remove freedoms for women and will probably take more at a national level if he becomes president. He wants to take freedoms from LGBTQ use. He took freedom from LGBTQ people wanting to join the army during his presidency already. He allowed states to block same-sex marriages. This freedom he's talking about is only for straight white billionaires just like him. And America's future, my guy, he crashed our GDP and he lost us American jobs while shooting up our inflation and losing us revenue by cutting taxes for billionaires. If you, as a working class citizen, think you have a future with him, I have a bridge to sell you.
I did nothing wrong from day one. I did nothing. You had Russia, you had Ukraine, you had every hoax imaginable. With all of the things they did, with millions of pages of study, they found nothing, which makes me perhaps the most honest guy almost in the world, I think.
Except that he's lying right now. They explicitly did find stuff. First off, Trump's campaign chairman got charged in regards to the Russian collusion. Robert Mueller testified that he only did not indict Trump on obstruction charges because Trump's DOJ would bar him from indicting a sitting president. And when questioned under oath by Republicans, he clarified that Trump could indeed be indicted after he left office. Then we have Michael Cohen going to jail in relation to the hush money case that Trump is literally about to go to trial for, pretty much an open and shut case. Since Cohen has been charged and convicted of a crime, it shows a crime indeed was committed. And then, of course, you have the reports that found that Trump took millions from foreign governments when he was sitting president, including from Saudi Arabia, before signing a deal that would send them billions. But yeah, they hardly found anything, right? It's totally not like he was also found liable for fraud and sexual assault. They just can't get anything on him. They got to keep trying. If you enjoyed this video, we're Social Society. We're a commentary channel influenced by politics, society, and the economy. We are pretty left-leaning on this channel, but we're open to our right-wingers as well. The biggest thing here is having conversations that get everyone to the bottom of the truth. If that sounds like something that could interest you, consider smashing that subscribe button, leaving us a like, or even commenting on this video. We even have memberships available as low as $3 if you'd like to support, because the only way we become a society is together.